Hello there, Sagittarius. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so excited to have you here. If you are returning, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm so happy to know that so far my messages have resonated for you, have clarified and provided you the guidance that you seek moving forward. For those of you who are new, I really hope that this message proves to be does the same for you as well. This is a general reading though, okay? So keep in mind that it may not reflect your current situation. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do recommend though revisiting the reading at the end of the month, just in case your situation changes, all right? You can have a better idea of whether this message will be useful to you if last month's reading resonated for you. Right? So check out your reading for last month. If that is kind of reflective of what you're going through right now, then it could be that this reading here today is going to show you a little bit of what might be coming in for you in the month of March. All right, Saggy? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It's general, okay? So please just take what resonates and what doesn't. It's also general in the fact that this is not limited to love. This can be applied to any area of your life, any particular element in your life that is currently a source of concern for you. Okay, but please do not force your situation into these scenarios or this message, all right? If it resonates, I'm hoping that you can find clarity and some type of useful information that'll help inform your next steps forward. Otherwise, you know, don't try to fit yourself in a box, guys, okay? If I'm not tapping into your energy, that's, you know, it is what it is. Maybe next month. I recommend checking out last month's reading for you though, just in case. So Sag, this is for you, March 2019, general reading. Right, Sagittarius could be in your moon, sun, rising, anywhere in your chart you have Sagittarius, this can apply to you, okay? Not limited. Well, in the pre-shuffle, I saw the Devil with the Four of Wands, okay? So there's a source of toxicity here. It could be a self-limiting belief, right? The ego. Could be a toxic lifestyle, toxic behavior, toxic way of thinking, toxic partnership. Right? Something that is making your home feel like a prison, your work feel like a prison. Okay, but that's kind of unfair for those of you that are dealing with Capricorns. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this has something to do with your living situation. Or at the very least, whatever you guys have been working towards, this new step that has come out for you. Okay, so someone's feeling a little bit like a fool here. Someone's trying to keep themselves from feeling like they've been taken advantage of. Someone might be retaliating. Defense mechanisms, right? Someone's claws are starting to come out. What's going on for you, Sag? What's going on for you? Saggy, March 2019. You guys might feel like you're in a trance. Okay, I'm feeling almost like a rhythmic relaxation, almost like a hypnosis, Sag. So there might be some kind of element in your environment that's trying to calm you down, or it might be the source of calm for you while you're enduring another situation that could be a little bit taxing. Make sure that you're nurturing whatever that source of comfort and contentment is, okay? Whatever your source of serenity and tranquility is, make sure that you are nurturing it to the fullest that you can. I feel like whatever this source of serenity is for you, though, I feel like it's only in your thoughts. I feel like there's a distance between you and this place, or you and this person, you and this thing. I feel like right now it's just in your memories and in your feelings what this source of calm is. It's really the only thing keeping you afloat, though. What's happening, please, for Sag, March 2019? What's happening? Two of Swords. Indecision. Blocking your heart from something as well. All right, 2 more. All right, let's go. Page of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Overall, in a romantic sense, this could be a past life relationship with the Page of Cups. This could just be a young water sign. This could be a close friend. This could be an ally, right? Someone who's very sweet. This could be someone, it could be you, Sag, right? This could be you, right? Because there's something very emotional. I feel like for you, what's really happening is you're revisiting what is making you happy. You know, I feel like what's happening is that you're in a toxic situation, or you're in a situation that is really testing the boundaries of your patience and tolerance. And the only thing keeping you from blowing up on everything and everyone around you is the fact that you have a memory, or you have a vision of something that would actually make you a lot happier. And just the fact that that thing or that person or those circumstances do exist, it's bringing you a sense of calm. This could be a soulmate. This could just be, you know, not necessarily romantic. It can be, but it could also be a close friend, or it could just be a renewal of love within yourself, wanting to feel rejuvenated. 8 of Swords. Yeah, you're feeling trapped though. That's what I'm saying. You're feeling trapped, and the only thing keeping you from really feeling robbed of something is the fact that something better exists. Yeah, you're currently 10 of Cups. What's in the way of this 10 of Cups though? The Tower. That's what I'm saying. There's a realization here. There's a realization, some type of shakeup. Saggy. Why? With the Lovers on your mind, yeah. Could be dealing with a Gemini, could be dealing with a Scorpio. Sag, if you have Gemini or Scorpio in your chart and you're dealing with the other person, okay, this is going to be very significant for you. In your heart is the 6 of Cups. Wow. In the recent past, you've got the Knight of Cups. That's what I'm saying, guys. You're fire, but what you're dealing with is heavily emotional. Coming in is the Page of Swords, collecting information, possible spying on someone's behalf. You see yourself as the moon. You're confused. Your vision is blocked. Things are blurred. In the environment, you've got the Magician. Your fear is the 5 of Swords, being taken advantage of. Possibly winning at all costs, knowing that it's wrong. Right? Hurting some people's feelings in order to get to what you want. Potential outcome is the 7 of Swords. We'll see. We have to clarify. The 7 of Swords could be you. It could be someone else. It could be a behavior that you've been doing that you will be bringing an end to. Right? The sneakiness. The sneakiness, looking over your shoulder. Oh, wow. The Hierophant wanted to come out. I was just going to show you guys that. This has something to do with a long-standing commitment and whether that commitment actually makes you happy. Okay, right now you're in a place of 10 of Cups. So you're either thinking about the 10 of Cups, or you have achieved the 10 of Cups, or you're in a situation you feel has the potential to be the 10 of Cups, right? The 10 of Cups speaks of blissfulness, complete and total fulfillment. You know, your cup runneth over with the 10 of Cups. You're experiencing so much bliss and so much happiness that you can pour into other people's cups. That's why there are multiple people here, right? It could be a family situation, but overall, it's the kind of happiness you feel that allows you to really give back. Look what's coming out again with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Swords at the bottom. There's something here that you're uncertain about. I feel like you want the 10 of Cups, but you don't have it. I feel like you want the 10 of Cups, but you don't have it. I'm going to leave this out here. 2 of Cups, guys. So with the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, I'm going to be giving this reading a little bit more of a love focus, because I am seeing soulmate energy very heavy. 2 of Cups, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. I'm seeing the 5 of Swords with the 7 of Swords. Okay, so possible deception. The Magician is Gemini, Virgo, Aries. For me in particular with the Magician, because you've got Gemini, Virgo, Aries, to me, if you are either one of those signs dealing with another one of those signs, right, then I can see where this could also be kind of like a Lover's card. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, which for you is the Lovers, right? So I would say in this particular case, you are not a Gemini, Virgo or Aries. You're not one of those signs, Sag. You are Sagittarius. But if you are dealing with a Gemini, I'm seeing here, for me, double confirmation of a lover situation. And for some reason, Sag, I want to say that you have Gemini somewhere in your chart. And that the lovers and the magician speaks very much to you, where you are in your state of mind. Two of Cups, though, speaks to a partnership, a reciprocating partnership. Let's see with the Ten of Cups, please. I'm feeling that trance feeling again. Knight of Wands. With the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, guys, that's not a good look. All right, Sag? Someone here could be very in and out, very in and out connection. On and off. One day wanting the same thing, the next day not. One day feeling like you're on the same team, the other day not. Could be dealing with an Aries as well. I'm seeing the Fool here in the cut. Let's see. I feel good though, okay? Sounds weird, but I definitely feel very good. I feel like this is gonna come out fine. Hanged Man, okay? So, with the High Priestess as well, you're really tapping into your intuition in March, Sag. You're really tapping into your intuition. You could be dealing with a Pisces as well, or you could have that in your chart very heavy. With the Ten of Cups, oh, and with the Hanged Man, overall with this situation, you've been holding on. You've been really trying to, basically, with the Hanged Man, you're waiting for your download. What's making the fact that you really were hoping, fingers crossed, that your situation here with the partnership, possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, could just be you in a partnership, and this is really just about you trying to reevaluate where you are in this relationship. This could also be with yourself, okay? This reciprocating relationship doesn't have to be between you and another person. This could literally just be you on your own journey, the energy shift, the transformation, the growth. You're here at a point where you're thinking about the Ten of Cups. You want fulfillment, you want joy, the bliss, you want your cup to run over. And it's been very difficult. Okay, you could be dealing with a Leo as well, but overall, you are finding that in order for you to have this Ten of Cups, you have to restrain yourself. This could be you in this Seven of Swords, Five of Swords energy, being dishonest, engaging in sneaky behavior. You could realize that in order for you to have this Ten of Cups, you really have to pull the leash on your own self. And you have to put away what you have normally done. Because the person that you are dealing with, or if this is just you with yourself, right? Whatever connection it is that you're trying to nurture, the only way to make it work is by doing the right thing, right? Be loyal, whatever that looks like for you. Could be fidelity, could just mean telling the truth when I ask you a question. But with the Tower here, what's making all of this difficult, what's making the restraint hard, what's making the attainment of your Ten of Cups very difficult is the fact that you've realized something. Something has to come to an end. Yeah, an old way of being, a perception with the Hanged Man. I'm going to leave this out here. A perception, the way you look at things has to change. Because you can have the Ten of Cups, it's here, but there's a need. There's a need to put an end to something that is very difficult to end. On your mind, you've got the Lovers. This could be a Gemini. This could just be a soulmate. This could be the duality that exists within you. It could be a decision that you've got to make, that prioritizes what you love versus what's expected of you. Eight of Cups. There may not be a decision that you need to make, Sag. There may not be a decision. You might already have made it, right? There might have been a decision that you already made. Either that, right? Either that, or if you find yourself, Sag, in a situation where you do still have to make a decision, this isn't a decision that's already been made to change something that has been very hard, then you need to walk away from whatever this Lover's situation means for you. Walk away from the Gemini. Walk away from the Gemini. Walk away from the partnership, right? At the very least, we haven't gotten yet to the guidance part. This is really just what's on your mind. You're thinking about walking away from a soulmate. You're thinking about walking away from a connection, walking away from making a choice. You might be turning your back on something that you know you have a very strong tie to. Right? In your heart, you've got the Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Something is changing. This is your past. With the Six of Cups, this is nostalgia. In your heart, you've been reminiscing. Possibly, you're in your heart, you're kind of missing back when things felt better. Sag, like there's a lot here. I'm trying to be general enough to where I can kind of touch on everything, but I can see so many different scenarios. For example, you might be in a three-party situation. Okay, we've got several court cards here. We've got the Knight, we've got the Page, we've got the Page. We've got a lot of young people. If you identify, Sag, you know, if you are an older person, or if you identify here as a Knight and you are dealing with other people who act at least younger than you, right? They're acting very young. They're acting like, you know, you see yourself here in the environment as the Magician, having all the tools, but above all, you could be hanging around a lot of immature energy that's kind of making you, it's influencing you into this betrayal energy, into this sneakiness energy. If you're in a partnership with another person, I wouldn't be surprised if the Three of Swords came out. Right? You're unsure, but I feel like right now the source of you reminiscing on better times, the source of you not wanting to make this decision or making a decision to walk away is the fact that putting an end to something is too hard. Putting an end to something within yourself, though. This right here, your current position, along with what's crossing you, this feels like a difficulty. The challenge here is not whether or not you want this the Ten of Cups. The challenge here is, you know what you need to do in order to have the Ten of Cups, but you're resisting that. You're resisting changing the conditions. You're resisting changing your behavior. You're resisting. With the Tower moment, you've got this aha moment. You realize that something needs to be released with the Ten of Swords. An ultimate release of something or someone needs to be released. It could be a connection with a lover. It could be a soulmate relationship. With the Wheel of Fortune, I have to call it out. This could be a karmic relationship. During your pre-shuffle, the Four of Wands and the Devil did come out. Okay, so I can't help but feel like, in a way, you've gotten to a point of indifference in this situation. Like, you know that something has to happen. You know something needs to change. You even thought about times that were better, and you realize that right now, things are not what you want them to be. Right? They're not what you want them to be. And in order for them to be the Ten of Cups, in order to feel the fulfillment, to feel the joy, to feel the overpouring of love, you have to change something very big. But it feels like a restraint at the same time. Like, you don't feel like this is a part of you that you really need to change. Right? It feels almost forced. Like, there's just a natural incompatibility about the situation. It used to work and now it doesn't. With the Knight of Cups and the Tower, exactly. This could be a water sign as well. With the Tower, we do have Scorpio, Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Right? With Pisces here. With the Hanged Man, so you could be dealing with that as well. In the recent past, there could have been an offer of love that shook up your world. If this is three-party for you, something about the love offer from this other person had made you realize something very, very instrumental in attaining fulfillment and joy and complete and total love. Right? It doesn't have to be a third party. It could just be you and this other person, or you and the other person in this connection, you and yourself. Something about a love offer made you realize something extremely important about how to go about having your true Ten of Cups. I feel like there was a false Ten of Cups here. Like, I feel like there was a relationship and you began this journey with this person, this partnership with this person, with this person, with the intentions of working towards the Ten of Cups, having the Ten of Cups, having your dreams fulfilled, right? Ultimate happy ever after. And in the past, recently, something has happened and you realized that that may not be possible. Something needs to be released. Coming in, you've got the Page of Swords, 10 of Cups again, King of Wands, and the Star. It could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a fire sign, another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. 10 of Cups again. 10 of Cups again. Page of Swords, you're spying, right? Here's the thing, you're spying, but you already know. With the Star, you know what direction you need to go into. The Star is your North Star. That's the way home. It's a journey. It's a journey. It's healing as well. 10 of Cups is pure happiness, though. With you being the King of Wands. With you being the King of Wands in this Page of Swords energy, you are still gathering information. What's coming in for you is that you're still gathering information, but I do see that if you are confused about what decision to make, you will no longer be confused. You will no longer be confused. I feel like whoever or whatever is the element you really need to focus your efforts on, that's going to be revealed to you. Like, it feels kind of like you gained the knowledge of what you need to have your 10 of Cups, but now that you know what you need, you're revisiting the drawing board to see, okay, now who, right? Because with the 6 of Cups, these are two people. This is a soulmate, right? And in your heart, your feelings could be changing, right? Your past feelings for this person could be changing, and that's what's happening. If that is the case for you, Sag, this is divine timing. This is just the way it was supposed to work out. Okay, so don't feel like there's something you need to force yourself to do. If that's part of your restraint here, you're trying to keep yourself from having these feelings for another person, or you're trying to keep your feelings from changing for the person that you're with, right? Whatever changes are happening to you emotionally, this is part of the process. This was supposed to happen. This is divinely guided. The Tower is here twice along with the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine intervention, divine guidance, okay? This is, you know, if you have, you know, guardian angels, well, we all have guardian angels, but if you have spirit guides that you talk to, right? And if you haven't established a relationship yet with your guardian angels, I highly suggest you start praying to them. You start asking for guidance, for strength, for clarity, right? Because they're here. They're here. And you're going to find that now not only do you know what is necessary in order to attain your 10 of Cups, you're going to know what route is your best bet to achieving it. You see yourself as the moon. You're confused. 7 of Pentacles. Guys, Sag, if you have, sorry for the crack in my voice, if you have or are dealing with Taurus, right? If you have Taurus in your chart or you are dealing with a Taurus, I highly suggest you go take a look at their reading. This month's readings I released a little bit differently, based on just what I felt called to do. And I'm noticing that every day I do these readings, they are grouped in such a way where the overlap, and I'm not talking about like I didn't shuffle well enough. You guys are seeing me shuffle. I'm getting the same cards. Like if I get the Page of Cups out of this deck, I'll get the Page of Cups out of this deck, out of my clarifying deck. You know what I'm saying? Like if you take a look at the Taurus reading, the moon came out, but in this deck, right, in the Sun and Moon deck. And the 7 of Pentacles came out in the Everyday Tarot deck, right? So I'm getting similar cards, especially with the Hanged Man as well. The Hanged Man also came out in their reading. I think the Tower did too, along with the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords had also come out. Take a look at Taurus if you're involved with or have Taurus in your chart, okay? You might gain a lot of clarity out of that. Because there was a 7 of Swords. Yeah, take a look at Taurus, Sag, if that's you, right? If you have that placement or are involved with someone who has Taurus in their chart, take a look at that. You might gain a little bit more insight from that because you guys have a lot of overlapping cards as well. But you see yourself right now as confused. There's a process here that you're becoming impatient with. You might be feeling kind of like you've failed, or that if you don't do something about this situation, you'll feel like you're going to be in this cycle indefinitely. In the environment, as a magician, yeah, with the Hierophant, this is a relationship. It could be also a commitment, right? This could be a commitment. Let me see. So for those of you who are dealing in a non-romantic situation, you're thinking about walking away from a choice or walking toward a possible choice. Not even that. Like, I feel like you're going to be walking away from the need to make a decision. There's a very big decision on the table that you need to make, and you don't want to make it because you feel like in order to make it, you have to change something pretty drastic about yourself, about the way you do things. You realize now what it is you need to do in order to have complete fulfillment in what you're doing, right? But it feels like you're resistant. Like in your heart, you're trying to keep things from changing, even though in the past and even now, like whatever shakeup happened, it's still affecting you even now. This offer for a creative opportunity, there's something that happened, something that you've released or that you need to release, some type of rehashing of something. You need to release it in order to move forward. You have the 10 of Cups still here coming in, but you need to follow the star. You need to follow your journey. I feel like you know exactly what you need to do now. You're gathering the information you need to make it, but you need to get into this King of Wands energy fairly soon, Sag, because you are passionate, you are optimistic. I feel like what this situation is doing to you is it's taking out your zest for life. This is somebody that's really trying to restrict you. I'm getting a sense of restriction, especially with the Hierophant now. Someone here is trying to block out your light. They're trying to smother your flame. They're trying to make you feel less than. And you're really thinking about leaving this behind. In your heart, you wish you didn't have to feel like this. You wish nothing was changing. You wish things from the past could have just stayed the same. But something is undeniable now. There's a truth here, an unshakable truth. There's definity now. You know what the 10 of Cups is going to require now, and now it's just a matter of how do I do it? Who do I go to? Where do I need to reestablish connection now in order to have what we want? That's why the 2 of Swords came out. Perhaps this is an issue of reciprocation. Someone here is just not reciprocating. Someone's too flighty. Someone's too indecisive. Someone's not pulling their weight. And you're confused because you've been very patient with this. You've been very, very patient, but it almost feels like you're investing in the wrong thing. You feel the potential to begin something new. You feel like you have, as you, Sagittarius, coming to the table, like you've got a lot to offer a commitment. Again, this is Taurus with the Hierophant. So again, if you're dealing with Taurus also got the 7 of Pentacles. I think I mentioned that. They also got the Star twice. So guys, I'm telling you, if you're dealing with a Taurus, go take a look at their reading. With the Magician, we've got Gemini, Virgo, Aries. Possible Scorpio too. But you have all the tools that you need to in order to manifest the outer environment that you desire. This commitment, perhaps a business, this relationship, this marriage, this longevity. But I feel at the same time, someone is restricting you very, very heavily. If you have Gemini, Virgo, or Aries in your chart, or Taurus in your chart, I feel like someone is trying to make you feel like you don't have what it takes to make this situation what you want. But the joke is on them, because you have all the tools that you need. You are the Magician. This is how you're coming up. Even though you are a little confused, the environment is telling me everything that you need to progress forward is completely at your disposal. Whether what you need is a greater understanding, right? If what you need is the truth, if what you need is time, if what you need is resource, a helping hand, another person, the guidance from someone wiser, whatever resources it is that you need in order to get through this situation, the guidance from your spirit guides, right? Guardian angels, whatever you need in order to persevere over this situation, you currently have in your environment. You're afraid of the 5 of Swords. You're afraid that you're not going to be able to make a decision without hurting other people. You're afraid that someone else might be trying to take advantage of you. And that's forcing your hand at making a decision. You're afraid that there's a deception here. But at the very least, though, I feel, Sag, because you're so sweet, you're such a sweet energy, even though you're very dynamic, you're very childlike. And I feel like your intentions are never to hurt anyone, right? But you're afraid that by choosing yourself, you're also being very selfish. But that's not the case here. The truth is, we all want our 10 of Cups. And if you're in a situation where the person on the other end also wants their 10 of Cups and thinks you might help them, but the truth is you realize that you don't want the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Cups is not achievable in this particular circumstance anymore, then they deserve to know. If it were the other way around, you would want to know. So that way you don't waste your time. Because that's what I'm feeling here with the Moon and the 7 of Pentacles. You feel like something is cyclic. Something can go on indefinitely if you let it. But you feel like it's always going to stay in this 7 of Pentacles energy. It's never going to move past just almost barely growing. It's not going to become the Hierophant. It's not going to become the 10 of Pentacles. With the 7 of Swords in your potential outcome, you've got the 8 of Pentacles, right? This could be at work for sure. 2 of Swords again. And the Empress. You'll be expanding. But here's the thing. With the High Priestess, the 5 of Pentacles, yeah, in a place of lack. Take a look at Taurus, guys. Sag, take a look at Taurus if you have it in your chart or dealing with another Taurus. With the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Empress. You know that in order to expand and have the life that you want, or the relationship that you want, in order to stand in your power, you know you have to apply yourself. You know the work must be put in. But here's the thing. What's keeping you in this Eight of Pentacles, just chugging along, working, keeping your nose to the grindstone, right? What's keeping you stuck here instead of being dynamic and creating and building and having everything that you need, things, you know, exponential growth. Instead, you're here in this stagnance of the Eight of Pentacles, which is a slow progress forward, but you're always on that pinnacle, right? You're going little by little. You're not... The Empress is all the queens combined. So the Empress is dynamic. She's unconditionally loving. She makes all the decisions that she must. She does everything that she needs to in passion. Eight of Pentacles is a very slow moving, focused energy, but it almost feels here, especially with the Two of Swords sitting between them, it feels like you're doing this on purpose. Like, you know you can be the Empress, but you're sitting in this Eight of Pentacles energy because you don't really want to overcome the Two of Swords here. Like, you know what you need to address here, Sag, but you don't want the shakeup that's going to happen as a result of finally deciding what you want. And so it's easier for you to pretend like what you have is okay. That's what I'm seeing. Seven of Swords does not have to be the deception of a third party. It can be. But I'm seeing here that overall the dishonesty, in a general sense, the dishonesty here is that you're pretending like what you have going on is what you want, but the other person doesn't know that it's not what you want. You want to expand, but just not with them. This could be love or otherwise. Okay? At the beginning of the reading, I was looking at it much more in a romantic sense, but I see here now where I can open it up generally. My focus was there initially. But I can see where I can open this up more to other areas, right? So whatever your focus is, whether this is within your own life as the individual on a solo mission to transform, whether this is your career and finance, whether this is school, a romantic relationship, or just a friendship in general, there is a overall feeling of discontent. You want the Ten of Cups. You know what the Ten of Cups now is going to require. Turns out whatever you need in order to have the Ten of Cups is actually not what you are. You realize that you don't actually fit in this picture anymore. Perhaps your desires have changed. Perhaps the circumstances have changed and you haven't, but you no longer like the way the circumstances look or how they make you feel. The circumstances, i.e., you know, the person you're dealing with, the company around that person, how the environment has changed, what new things have been introduced. Okay, so there's something now incompatible between you and the potential for this Ten of Cups as you thought it once was. You are in a place where you don't want to feel this way. You really wish you could keep yourself from feeling differently about the past. But the truth is that some type of clarity has befallen you, an epiphany, something that has truly shaken up your ego, something that has really made you realize something crucial about the Ten of Cups that you were missing before. And now you realize that in order to have the true Ten of Cups, you have to overcome an obstacle that is very scary for you, because it means having to admit you were wrong. It means having to tell someone that you do care about that the details, right? The details, the small facts, the minutia of the situation irks you every day. Every day it wears away at your resolve. And while you care very deeply about them, or you respect them at the very least, because once upon a time you guys wanted the same thing, there's a sense here that the way things have changed, even though the things that you're bringing up to them are small and subtle, they're the things that have truly mounted against you and have truly made you feel like where you are is just stagnant. You don't feel like you're growing with this person or growing in this situation anymore. While you respect them and you wish you didn't feel the way you do, the truth is you do. And you want to leave. You're thinking about leaving. You're thinking about leaving a connection behind. You're thinking about leaving an attachment. You're thinking about following your heart, right? The Lovers is a choice, but it's also the kind of choice where you're following your heart, something that you know you are tied to divinely. So this could be another soulmate. If this is a romantic situation, it could be that you're with a partner, but you see that you have a soulmate here, the potential for a commitment that you want. In all of the beautiful ways that you want the Ten of Cups, you see where there's the potential for that. And what hurts you is that you wish you could feel differently in this situation, but you can't. It is what it is. The Tower has been pervasive, especially with this this past Virgo full moon, really making you reevaluate the things in your life and whether those are the cycles you want to continue perpetuating. You see yourself just here, just kind of running, you know, just kind of running your wheels. You see yourself just cyclically, you know, you see yourself like in the hamster wheel. You see yourself just kind of like doing the day-to-day, but you're getting nowhere. Seven of Pentacles is moving at a snail's pace to the point where you're just like, I don't know if I really want to be here. It's got that sense of failure, right? Like, I'm not doing, like, this isn't where I want to be. And you've been putting in the work, right? But you're losing yourself in the work. You know it's a dead end is what I feel. You know it's a dead end, and instead of being honest with this other person or these other people, with this circumstance, with being honest with yourself, that you are no longer where it is you want to be. You know where you want to go. You know how to get there. But to do that, you have to hurt some people. To do that, detachment from this situation and the things within them is very hard. And you see that you have all of the resources, right, in your environment. At the very least, if you don't know you have all of the resources and the tools to get through this in order to create the commitment and the life, the business, the relationship that you want, the family that you want, if you don't think that you have, if you don't think that you have this, please, if everything has resonated up to this point, please rest assured that you do. Everything that you need is here waiting for you to use them to pursue your Ten of Cups, whatever that means for you. Whatever this fulfillment and this joy and this bliss is for you, you have all of the tools you need in order to pursue it, but you have to make sure that you keep your end goal in mind. With the Star, you have to heal. And with the King of Wands is fearless. You have to really take your time with this Page of Swords energy. Take your time with gathering information, but don't stay in this for too long because you already know what you want. I feel like with the King of Wands just needs a direction. So figure out what direction you need to take in order to achieve your Ten of Cups. Follow it, follow the North Star home, right? Take all the time you need in order to plan this out, but do not doubt yourself for even a moment, okay? Remember, Page of Cups, you've got the Eight of Swords behind it. Do not, oh, with the Empress there again too, wow. Do not doubt for a second that you have the tools. You have the tools available to you. You just have to make the decision. It almost feels like a floodgate. Once you finally make an active decision to pursue whatever your Ten of Cups is, everything is just going to come flooding into your environment and you're not even going to know what to do. It's going to feel like you hit the lottery. Everything's going to fall into place. The stars are going to align, right, with the Star. Everything is going to feel at peace and you're going to know you made the right decision. And you're afraid here that you're not going to. You're afraid of hurting people. You're afraid that people are going to take advantage of the decision you make. Right? You're going to feel like in some ways you're giving other people or the other person or your doubts, right? You feel like you're going to be giving them the upper hand, making them feel like they won because you quit. But you didn't quit. You're trading something that has already offered you lessons, right? It's already lived its purpose out. You've already gathered everything that you need to know from it. You are winning in that sense where you already have the information. Now you've been shown what it is you truly want, what it is you want to pursue, how you want to expand. You have all of this knowledge, right? Which is gold. That's currency. You're afraid that these people are going to think that you lost because you quit or because you cut something out, that you lost, you're a bad person. No. You've done away with one thing that has outlived its purpose and you're using what remains as a way to begin anew in a way that's going to allow you to expand in the way that you have always dreamt. The thing is, though, with the Seven of Swords here, you are not really being honest, Sag. You're not being honest. You want to expand, but you're losing yourself more in the process because you don't want to confront this Tower. You're standing still. The Two of Swords is here twice. So it looks like you're probably afraid of confronting a particular person. All right, there's someone here that you're afraid to talk to about this, or someone that you know you would have to cut things off with. Some type of cycle would need to be ended between you and this other person. Again, Wheel of Fortune with the moon speaks of cycles, all right, a process. There's something here that has to be discussed. You know, at the very least discussed, if not ended. That's your call. But I see here that you have all the tools that you need to make this happen. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Empress, you know what you can do. You know the hard work is going to be required in order to expand and have the life that you want, but you're not talking. You'd rather just act in your best interest, right? And just leave the rest of it in secret. You're being very sneaky. I almost want to say, Sag, you're being insincere, but I hesitate because that's not everyone's case. This really could just be out of fear, right? Like you are being insincere, but it's not because you're trying to hurt someone's feelings. In fact, it might be because you're trying to protect someone's feelings. Because I feel like you want what everyone wants. You want happiness, but you're conflicted. You don't know which way to go with this. If you're dealing with a Taurus, and I also want to say, you know what, if you're dealing with any earth sign, Sag, if you're dealing with someone with a lot of earth in their chart, you know, go ahead and check those readings out. But the Taurus is definitely here. Taurus is here and Virgo is here with the Magician. Taurus and Virgo. Take a look at that. Virgo is heavy too. With the Eight of Pentacles, we've got heavy Virgo here as well. But yeah, guys, so your best shot right now is to, before you have this conversation, ask yourself why you're engaging in this Seven of Swords energy. Why are you afraid to speak up? And if the answer is because you want to preserve someone else's feelings or you're afraid of what other people are going to think, ask yourself another question. Ask yourself, why does it matter to me what they think? What are the stakes right now where I feel like the stakes are so high that this decision is so impossible? There might be children involved, okay? In the outcome for Taurus, the sun was the outcome, which has a baby in it, and you've got the Two of Cups here, which have children in it. So if this is a partnership, a marriage that you have, you know, it could be that you guys share children together. And with the Empress, this is also a pregnant woman. You guys could have children. You guys could be expecting children, another child, right? We got a lot of young energy here with the Page, 2 pages here and a Knight. So we've got a lot of young energy here. You might be afraid that by you choosing yourself, that while you understand that you deserve to have your 10 of Cups, maybe some younger energy in your environment may not understand. And so you would rather sell yourself short. And I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to, you know, make you feel bad about it. But the truth is, that's how you feel. You feel like you're selling yourself short. Like you feel like you're settling for a life or some conditions, circumstances, a person, whatever this is. You feel like you're selling yourself short. You feel like you're settling. Like you're not happy here. Not in the way that you know you can be. But you already have a lot of things in the works. You know, and this doesn't have to be another person and a family. This could be any other situation, work, money, you know, something that you've been working towards. There's so much that almost feels like it's set in stone. So many people who depend on you that you're afraid of leaving, even though you see where there are better opportunities. And so instead of opening up communication, you already kind of know what their answer to you is going to be. And so instead of thinking about talking, you're having your cake and eating it too. And you're losing yourself in the process of the work that is required to keep this situation up. But you know it's never going to get to the 10. Like, you know this is never going to be fulfilling in the way that you want. But you're kind of crossing your fingers and hoping that if you continue to put work in, at least you'll find solace in the fact that you're doing your best. Sag, I highly advise that you revisit that idea. Because you've got the 10 of Cups and the Star here. You got the Tower twice. You've got the Hierophant. You have everything, you have all the makings, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, you've got all of the makings in your current circumstance to have a much better life. It doesn't matter what other people think. There are ways of overcoming things. And the truth is, and this is, you know, you have people who split up, you have people who sever ties all the time. And younger energies are extremely resilient, provided that there are not other older energies in the mix bastardizing the connection. That's the only problem, is when you have uncooperative energies that are trying to make things hard on purpose. So there needs to be an understanding here. And if you are feeling discontented, if you are feeling unhappy, okay, ask yourself if you are willing to live this way for the rest of your life. Because the truth is, I'm not seeing any kind of upward growth. I'm not seeing any real, if you stay in this situation, Sag, I'm just telling you what I see, right? What you guys decide to do, something could happen tomorrow and you guys change the whole energy of this reading. But what I'm seeing right now is that if you decide to continue doing what you've been doing, you already foresee it. I don't even have to tell you that the upward trajectory of whatever this situation is looking like almost not even existent. Wherever you are at this point is as good as it's going to get. Unless something is changed, like something drastic is changed. You know what this Tower is. It's either here, it has happened, or it's coming in. A realization of what you actually want. what you actually want, who you actually want, the circumstances you actually want. You're ignoring the big picture here. You see it, right? You see it, but you're ignoring it. And I'm sharing what I see with you, Sag. If you decide to stay, because this is your decision at the end of the day, if you decide to stay with things as they are, I do not see anything really changing. I see you just sitting in this same cycle for a long time. The Empress is big energy. The Empress is longevity. The Empress is expansion. With the Seven of Swords, all I see is a magnification of the Seven of Swords. You're not going to outgrow the amount of work you're going to have to put in just to maintain this sneaky behavior, just to maintain, you know, with the Seven of Swords, it's almost like, you know, when you're in a desert and you don't even realize how thirsty you are until you get to a small body of water, right? The Seven of Swords is just like, give me what I can get, right? The Seven of Swords is like, just give me whatever I can have, just anything, right? The Seven of Swords, there's almost like a sense of desperation to it. It's like you want something that you can't have. You want something that you can't have. And when you finally get a taste of it outside of the way you're supposed to attain it, it's like a desperation. It's just a desperation. Like, you'll take it in whatever way it comes. So if you want love and you want this 10 of Cups with another person, you might play house with someone else who really deserves a strong commitment from someone else who sees them as their 10 of Cups, while in the meantime, you're engaging with an Empress, right? While you're sitting in this Seven of Swords energy, taking what you can from both people, but never actually having a complete 10 of Cups. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a sense of desperation here for you, Sag, and it would behoove you to revisit the drawing board right now. Take a look at the Tower. Take a look at the moving parts in your life. Take a look at these elements. Really ask yourself, are you willing to stay with these conditions? Are you willing to keep everything exactly the same for the rest of your life? And I don't believe you don't have a choice. You always have a choice. It's just a matter of how many excuses are you trying to fit in between point A and point B. You have the starting line that you have to begin at, right? The beginning point. But you like aren't even there. Like, you have 1,000,001 reasons to explain to yourself why you can't have this 10 of Cups. So instead of even trying, you just tell yourself that it's not worth even thinking about. You will put yourself in that choice. You will make that decision, and you will be in this life that is loveless, or doesn't have the passion that you want, or doesn't have the money that you want, doesn't have the expansion, the opportunity growth. You are going to land yourself in this situation, Sag, because there's a decision here that you're ignoring and you're putting yourself here. Because here's the thing, circumstances happen and things around us change all the time, but we can always walk out of them, no matter how hard. People do it every day. You can't say it's not possible. It's just that you've convinced yourself it's not possible. And so you decide, this is a decision, you decide to keep yourself in place. Don't do that. You're sitting in the Seven of Swords energy because you're discontented. Just ask yourself why, ask yourself what you can do, and start thinking about how you can do it. People are always going to be hurt, whether we make a decision for ourselves or we don't. People will always find a reason to blame other people. That is so irrelevant. That is so irrelevant, Sag. What other people think, it is so irrelevant. Even if you care about them, if they truly love you, they're going to want you to be happy. No, there is no person, let me tell you something, there's no person that I love that I would ever want to be the source of discontent for. If being with me or being around me is a source of sadness for you, please create as much distance as you can away from me. I don't want to be the source of that for you. I love you. I want to see you happy. I want to see you grow and prosper. I refuse to be a reason that you don't get to live to grow into your potential. And someone who loves you is going to feel the same. Okay, they're not going to keep you. They're not going to try to keep you in a situation that they see or hear from your mouth is hurting you or making you feel less than. They're either going to try to help you get to a point where you can feel better about the current circumstance, create change in the current circumstance, or they're going to end the circumstances with you because they want to see you do better. They want to see you feel better. That's what love looks like. It's not what you say, it's what you do. Okay? All right, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. These videos are getting so long, but I just feel, that just these messages are coming through, and I would rather talk too much than not enough. All right, so I love you guys so much, Sag. Please revisit the drawing board. The 10 of Cups are here. You have everything that you need to make it happen. Okay, so I love you. Please take care of yourself. If you guys have any questions, need further clarification, I'll do my best. Leave me a comment down below. Okay, otherwise, if this resonated for you, I hope that it provided you with the clarity and the guidance that you seek moving forward. Okay, if it did resonate and you enjoyed these messages, like, share, subscribe. If you want to see the next time I post a new video, just hit the little bell notification there next to the subscribe button. All right, but until next time, guys, I love you so much, Sag. You deserve the best. You all do, all signs, all the time. You know, if you have Taurus in your chart, dealing with a Taurus, please take a look at their reading, okay? I think you'll benefit from the insights there. I love you. I love you so very much, and I'll see you later, okay? Mwah. Have a great rest of the month. Bye, Saggy.